What's going on, guys? Rage of the Line here. Uh, this is about 2 hours after the last Try Not to Laugh video. I've been kind of plotting on what to do. I think I'm gonna do a an Outlast video tonight. Let me know if you guys actually want to see that. That probably won't be uploaded till tomorrow. By the way, I have like 3 or 4 videos in the vault that I have like fully edited and everything that I just haven't uploaded yet. So let me know if you guys want me to release those or not. The reason I haven't uploaded them is because I just don't know if they're like good enough. But I mean they're there. If you guys want me to upload them, just let me know in the comments. Anyways, this video we will be discussing the this upcoming card that's happening this Saturday, UFC 320, Ankalaev versus Pereira 2, the rematch, long awaited. We're not going to do the early prelims and the prelims. Also, I'm sure that this is going to be rearranged because there's no way that the UFC, who are like extremely money hungry, are going to put Patchy Mix on the early prelims. There's just no way they're going to do that, especially if Chris Gutierrez and Farid Basharat are on the prelims. I will mention this one though. This one, I think we all know this is Tristan Vines. I guess they got this guy. Gaudier, his last opponent pulled out like a few days ago. So this guy's stepping in on like 1 week's notice. So this guy is a lamb to the slaughter, you know. Rest in peace to Tristan Vines. Doesn't even have a body. 6 feet of nothing. Very excited to see Ju Seng Yo fight again. He obviously had the that crazy knockout whenever that was. That would have been June, early June. I'm excited to see this guy. I did not realize he was 31 years old already. This is the Korean Zombie's little protege. So I'm excited to see this guy fight. Do I think he's going to win? I'm not sure. I feel like he probably will. Daniel Santos is more like proven and tested in the UFC, and Ju Seng Yu has only one fight in the UFC, and it was against an absolute tin can. But I just feel like he's going to. I feel like he's going to live up to expectations. Farid Basharat, not even going to talk about him. I think he will win though. I think he will beat Chris Gutierrez, but we don't fuck with the Basharat bros. Anyways, we're just going to talk about the main card mostly. So let's get on to it. So, first fight we will be discussing, Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. If you guys remember my tier list video, Joe Pyfer, this is the saltiest man on the planet. This guy from Philly, so you know I kind of have to fuck with him. I have to rock with him a little bit. But this guy is the physical embodiment of Philadelphia. Yeah, look at this. Look at his face. He's so angry all the time. All the time. With that being said, him versus Abus Magomedov. This is a Joe Pyfer's number one issue in his career that I've noticed is that he is very like, he'll land a big hook, he'll land a big right hook, and then he will fall in love with it and just not throw anything else for the rest of the fight. It will just be right hooks for the rest of the fight. If he doesn't do that, I think he will most likely knock out Abus Magomedov if he really throws good combos and doesn't just throw 1-2s because he landed one good right hook. I have faith in Joe Pyfer. I have faith in my Philadelphia brother right here. Also, this guy has one of the worst gas tanks I've ever witnessed in my life. This guy, it feels like he throws 3 punches and he is, you know, huffing and puffing. Also, don't let the last name fool you. Magomedov or not, doesn't matter. Anyways, moving on to the next fight. We have Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. I think everyone knows who Josh Emmett is if you watched Lucas Tracy. Funny enough, I was just watching his video about. I was just watching his video talking about the new fights that have been announced today, which are. Don't even get me started on those. I'm not buying into the hype. But anyways, if you know Lucas Tracy, you know Mr. Big Meaty Hooks himself here, Josh Emmett, with the pterodactyl physique. I honestly think that Yusuf Zalal will get this done. Both these guys, by the way, are you can't even really call them victims of Ilia Topuria. Both these guys went to decisions with Ilia Topuria. Yusuf Zalal on a short notice with Ilia, and I think that was Ilia's first ever fight in the UFC, if I remember correctly. Yusuf, I mean, he got fucked up, but he took it to a decision. I don't even want to say he got fucked up. Josh Emmett got fucked up. His face looked like he just went through a war. Josh Emmett, very similar to Joe Pyfer. He is very one-track minded. You know, he duck, duck, punch. Duck, duck, punch. He doesn't do anything. He has one thing that he does the entire fight. Unfortunately, for Yusuf Zalal's chin, if Josh Emmett does land one of those big meaty hooks, Yusuf Zalal will more than likely get put out cold. And I don't see Yusuf Zalal knocking out Josh Emmett, which is fine because he's more of a point merchant anyways. So I'm going to say Yusuf Zalal by decision. Oh, by the way, for Joe Pyfer and Abus Magomedov, I'm going to say Joe Pyfer second round KO. I think that I think he'll just move forward the entire time, and Magomedov will get tired at some point, and yeah, Joe Pyfer will be able to put him away. All right, third fight. This is where it starts to get really interesting. Well, the pickers, the pickers have Yuri. Why can't I think the bettors have Yuri as the favorite? This is going to be a really, really good fight. Yuri's last fight was against both their last fights were against Jamal Hill. Yuri looked good, was able to TKO Jamal Hill, which is somewhat impressive. I mean, he wobbled him like a few times, dropped him a couple times. I think he dropped him in the first round. This was quite a while ago, so my memory might be a little bit hazy. But if I remember correctly, he dropped him a few times. I think in the first round he dropped him, and then in the third round he dropped him again. It didn't really seem like Jamal landed some clean shots on Yuri, and it seemed like they didn't really phase him. He kind of just walked back through. This guy is an absolute psycho, by the way. Absolute hell no, he ain't psycho, but he actually is. Khalil, on the other hand, this is actually samurai versus samurai. This is like mountainous samurai versus like Japanese samurai. Very crazy. Khalil also dropped Jamal like many times in their fight. This one was more recent, so I do remember this one a lot more clear. Khalil dropped Jamal a few times as well, but they didn't seem to have the same effect as Yuri. Like, at no point in that fight did I think, oh my gosh, Jamal's about to get put out. Like, Jamal, if Khalil jumps on him right now, then Jamal's going to get put out cold. At no point did I think that. With Yuri, there were some times, even whenever Jamal wasn't getting dropped, where I was like, if Yuri lands one more clean punch, Jamal is going to go out. Also, just Yuri is so not this. He's so like unorthodox. He will. I mean, you can't even really describe it honestly. I don't think he knows the next shot that he's going to throw. So I don't know how Khalil could know. Khalil is very technical, very, very up close. Like he good range finding, but the problem is that Yuri doesn't give a fuck about range. All he cares about is let me move in. You know, I'm gonna move in close on you. I'm gonna throw random elbows. You know, just overall, I think I'm gonna have to pick Yuri. I want to see how the southpaw. If I will say this, if Khalil wins, it will be. His defense is very slick. I will say that. So maybe Khalil will be able to evade the wild strikes from Yuri, keep distance, and just kind of point him to a decision. Do I think it'll be a finish? If it's going to be a finish, it'll be from Yuri's side. Yuri will be the one getting the finish. But I'm going to say Yuri by decision. I think that if no one's getting drastically fucked up, then Yuri's going to win. Actually, you know what? No. Yuri by third round knockout. Yuri by third round knockout. That's what I'm going to go with. Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. I have been very excited for this. I watched. I don't know. You guys need to go check out the Corey Sandhagen, the Could Have Been Merab series he was doing on his YouTube. Very funny. And then Merab, obviously, just almost like a teddy bear. You just want to kind of like pinch his cheeks and, you know, try to correct his nose. I love Merab. I know a lot of people hate him, but I love that he's just out there just trolling. You know, he does not give a single fuck about what's going on. He just hello guys, thank you. I do this for Georgia. Anyways, I think Merab is going to win this by decision. However, something that I'm not seeing anybody talk about, I don't think Corey's going to knock him out. If Corey wins this fight, I don't think it won't be by decision, and I don't think he will knock out Merab. He could. Could he knock him out? He could. It's not completely off the table, but I'm more worried about Corey Sandhagen by submission. I don't mean like choking out Merab or putting him in a darce or something, but that 50-50 position for Corey Sandhagen, that is he's very skilled in that, very underrated. He absolutely ripped up Davidson Figueiredo's leg. And he hit somebody else with a 50-50 as well. I can't remember who it was. But that 50-50, he's been doing his specifics trainings. You guys know Mr. Beakers and test tubes out here. Always seems to have a good game plan for fights. You know, both fought. Umar, Corey obviously lost. I think he was very in his head that fight, as he tends to do. And Merab won that fight. Don't care if y'all want to talk about controversy or robbery. It was not a robbery. Umar won the first 2 rounds, and I don't care about Umar broke his hand. We do not care. Umar, everyone's injured in fights. You know, you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. Doesn't matter. Merab, those last 3 rounds he looked like, his nickname, he looked like an absolute machine. I do think this is going to be another Merab victim, and I think after this, the only matchup, which kind of sucks, but I think the only matchup for Merab, it has to be Merab versus Piotr Jan 2, even though it's going to be boring, and I know Merab shot like 49 takedowns and only got like 14 of them in their first fight, but I think Merab's going to win. I think Merab will win by decision, but look out for the Corey Sandhagen 50-50 position. And then for the main event, we have Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. I said this on the fighter, my fighter tier list. I think Magomed's going to win. I think he will win the rematch. I think Magomed's going to knock him out. I do. I think that Magomed, if you remember at the end of the second round in their first fight, Magomed landed that big shot, and if that cage is not there, Alex is going down and he's getting finished. And if it's not, like with 2 seconds left in the round, Alex is getting finished right there. And that was when Alex was being very tentative. I see a lot of people, their advice for Alex is be more aggressive, employ your game plan, which if he does that, do I think he can knock him out? Absolutely I do. You see this hand right here. We all know what lies in that hand. But it also, you get aggressive, you get too overzealous. We saw what happened to Jean Silva a few weeks ago against Diego Lopez. He was landing big shots, looked like he could have had the finish, just threw caution to the wind and got knocked out. Do I think that Alex will get that wild? No, I think he probably learned. He did that against Izzy a few years ago, and we saw what happened there. Uh, what did Izzy say? Frozen like Elsa. That's what happened. Uh, but I don't think he's gonna get that wild. But I just think if he's too aggressive, whatever else, I think Magomed's gonna drop him and then TKO him. I don't think he'll go out cold though. But I'm gonna say, and he's also 38 years old. A lot of people are all you want to talk about is the Alex wasn't locked in for the last fight. Blah 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 blah. He was traveling, which he does look more locked in this fight. Not traveling as much, not doing as much, random stuff. But Lucas Tracy made a very good point. Magomed it was during Ramadan, so he was observing Ramadan during their last fight. So you can't really say. I think this will be the best versions of both of them, and that's what makes this like more exciting. But I'm gonna go Big Onk by. See, this is where it's difficult. I'm gonna say either fourth round TKO or decision. I think if it goes to decision, I think it'll be another one of those close 48-47s. But yeah, no, you know what? Fourth round TKO, Magomed Ankalaev is going to win and retain the light heavyweight belt. That's my prediction. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. There will obviously be a follow-up video to this Saturday night. Wish me luck on my predictions. But I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening. Peace.